Hello everyone, I'm Batpan, about to play scary games. In today's video, we're gonna see how to create a binocular system like Fears to Fathom in Unity. This video was actually suggested by our friend with this ID. Hope all the best wherever you are. This video will be put inside a series of videos covering Unity tips and tricks, and also in another series of videos covering functions from the game Fears to Fathom in Unity. I published my retro horror game called Fractured Psyche. If you're into retro psychological horror games, you can actually check it out with the link in the description. It's available both on Windows and Android. All the files used and created in this video are available on my GitHub. You can get to it again with the link in the description. With all that being said, let's put on the mask and begin. I have an FPS controller in my scene and it only moves around. It is like here, the FPS controller from the Unity standard assets. So we have two things to cover. First, we need the image. I actually downloaded an image of it and it was white in the center, so I removed the white and it is only this. This is the image, and I'm going to create an empty object. I'm going to call it Binocular. I'm going to put its transform at 0, 0, 0, and then I'm going to give it a UI canvas for this image. I'm going to put the canvas settings on scale with screen size 1920 by 1080, 0.5. Then I'm going to give it a UI image, and this image is going to be Binocular image. I'm going to give it the image. As you see, it is here. I'm just going to go to this anchor, hold Alt, and make it cover the whole screen. As you see, it covered the whole screen, but it gets some weird aspects if you have smaller or bigger screen, but this one is okay. You can activate and deactivate it to go inside and outside of the binocular. Now we're gonna go and cover the binocular itself. I'm gonna create a new script, so I'm just gonna create a new folder. I'm gonna call it scripts. Inside it, I'm gonna create a new script. I'm gonna call it Fears to Fathom underline binocular. Double click to open it up. So inside it, we need some references. For the first reference, we need a public float minimum field of view. And we also need a public float for the maximum field of view, which is like 60 in my case. This has to be your maximum and idle field of view. So mine is 60. And then we need a public float for zoom speed, which is like 2 in my case. And we need another public float, this time for the smooth speed. So we're not gonna just go inside it pretty fast. We're just gonna go smooth, which is equal to 8. And we also need a reference to our camera. So public camera, I'm gonna call it cam, so we can get its field of view and change it. And we need a private float target field of view. You'll see in the upcoming minutes what these mean. So inside void start, our target field of view is the variable inside our camera called field of view. As you see, my camera has a variable called field of view inside it. This is the field of view, and I'm gonna get a reference to this one. So we're just gonna say target field of view equal to cam dot field of view, and that was it. Inside our void update, we're gonna create a float. I'm gonna call it scroll, which is equal to input dot get axis. The axis is mouse scroll wheel. It has to be exactly the same thing as I wrote the capital and the small versions of the letter matter, because it is an axis from the Unity input system that takes the scroll value getting up and down and is gonna attach it to our field of view value. You'll see in the upcoming minutes. So you say if scroll is not 0, it means if it is actually moving and it is not stopped. So if the scroll is moving, we can go ahead and move it. So scroll up is actually zoom in and scroll down is actually zoom out. So we're just gonna change the target field of view. So we say target field of view minus equal scroll times zoom speed times 10. And down we again change the value target field of view equal to math f dot clamp. So this actually wants the target field of view to go past the minimum value and the maximum value, so it is clamped at the 20 and 60. This line actually allows us to scroll up and down, and we made it minus, so up is zooming and down is just zooming out. And we want to do it smoothly, so we go down here, we just say smooth, then we say cam dot field of view equal to math f dot lerp mathf.lerp actually goes from a value to another value. It's a function inside Unity, and we're gonna go from cam.fieldofview to target field of view, the field of view that we changed up here. Then we have to give it a time, so smooth speed times time.delta time. And that is everything we have to do. So what we did is we took the minimum field of view, which you can change from outside the script, and we just get the target field of view, mouse scroll wheel. We make a float value inside the update called scroll, and it is equal to the value of the mouse scroll wheel the Unity input system actually has, which is equal to the scroll wheel on your mouse. And it says if the scroll is moving, you go and make it zoom in if you're scrolling up and zoom out if you're scrolling down. Then we're gonna lock it at 60 and 20. It won't go past that value. We go down and we say if the target field of view is moving, then we wanna go from this value to that value smoothly and not just go inside, snap inside that value. So it is more beautiful, it has more effects, and it is better. So that is how to do it. You can go ahead and check it out actually. So we go to our binocular, we give it the script, it needs the reference to our camera, we can give it the reference, and right now yes, we can do it. Go ahead and check it out. If I activate my first person controller, we can move, we zoom in as you see, and we zoom out. The problem is if you're zoomed in and we disable the binocular, the camera stays zoomed in and we cannot zoom out. The way to fix that problem is we want to say if we press tab, we go inside camera view, and if we press tab again, we go outside of it. So doing that is actually pretty easy. Again, we're going to create a new script. I'm going to say Fears to Fathom, binocular controller. You don't have to make a separate script for it if you don't. If you already have a controller, you can just put it inside any controller you have, but I'm gonna create a new script for it. And this one actually has a reference to our public game object binocular underline parent. And the binocular parent is this one. It has the script and the image for the binocular. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create a boolean. We're gonna say b underline active, which is equal to false at the start of the game because it is not activated by default. Be active equal to be not active. So if it is true, it makes it false. If it is false, it makes it true. So we first say this. So what this line does is if it is false, it makes it true. If it is true, it makes it false. That is it. Then we're just gonna say if be active, which actually means if be active is equal to true, but not writing it is actually more beautiful and easier to understand. If be active, so if the binocular was activated, we just deactivate it. So binocular parent.setActive false. Else, we copy it and we just say true. So if it is true, it gets false, and if it is false, it gets true. And all of this should happen when I press, for example, tab. So I'm gonna get all of them and put it inside a function that is gonna check if I press tab. So if input.get key down key code.tab. So if I press tab, I'm gonna do all of these. We can cut it and inside and put it inside this tab section. So if I press tab, it's gonna do all of this. And to fix the problem that we just saw when we went halfway and out of the binocular, deactivated the binocular, the field of view would be all weird. Fixing that is actually easy. We just say public camera, I'm gonna call it cam again, which is actually a reference to our camera. We go down here, when we make the binocular false, we say cam dot field of view equal to 60, which is gonna reset our field of view. We can add the script that we created to it. There is a Unity bug. Thank you, Unity. We have our binocular parent, so we give it the parent, and we also have a camera, and we're gonna give it the camera. And by default, it is false, so we're gonna deactivate our binocular. And we can go ahead and check it out. If it is done, we say we press tab, it goes to camera view, we go out, again it goes into camera view, it goes out, press tab again, it goes to camera view, and it goes out. You see, this is the binocular that you can create, and you look around. It is a binocular that can zoom in and out. You press tab, you go out of the binocular. So that was how to create a binocular system like Freeze to Fathom in Unity. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be amazing. You can subscribe to see more contents like this. Thank you so much for all your support. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.